Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Yes, she was covered in blood.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
She had a head wound.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve.
No, it's reasonable.
Alright, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life!
Slight overreaction, Akane.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru.
Unless it's a double bluff, she killed her and then somebody else moved the body, which is possible.
Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her! Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Because you're an appalling human being who deserves a damn good talking to.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Point proven.
Yoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
I'm not even sure how you would die from a hangnail.
I'm sorry for being pig barf!
Oh, for God's sake, Meekin. Grow a bloody backbone. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behaviour earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up, accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
Because the body discovery announcement was weird, because normally it's when 3 people discover the body together. But it could theoretically be when 3 people have seen the body, which could include the killer. So, killer sees it, she sees it, and then our engineer friend, whose name I can't remember for the moment, remembers it, sees it, and that's enough
I would
to trigger
like
the
to know
announcement.
too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yes.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier...
She never talked to me at all. What a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Of course it was a bloody lie.
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
Yep.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no.
True.
Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
Charming, but okay.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you this in person, but I couldn't find it, so I put this in your mailbox. We discussed earlier, Is it okay if we change the place? I wanted to come to the beach house on the 2nd. It's the same letter, but this one's claiming to be from Mahiru rather than from her. Interesting.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hiyoko had clearly contradicts some other evidence.
I can prove it with this! This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Beach house 230. as opposed to 2 o'clock.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter,
It was 3 p.m. Okay.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yeah, they wanted one of them there
also
early.
strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
It was a setup. Somebody.
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Another half dozen would be nice, but anyway. Safe to say the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both.
I see!
That's obvious. Handwriting's the same
The
for one
killer
thing.
must have forged both letters. The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
I really
That
wish you'd
seems
just
very
shut up.
likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Agreed.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters!
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer!
Yep.
How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't
all
trust
my
you, even if
fault.
I,
I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
I don't know about you guys, but if I was the killer, I wouldn't bloody trust him.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Now that's a plot I can get behind.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep! Why'd you fall asleep?
Seriously?
It's
That's
not like I
unhelpful.
wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Seriously? Now how the hell would that happen?
Medicine?
That medicine, could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
What would be the most logical place to get medicine from?
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
What exactly was she meant to do?
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
Makes sense to me.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
Would you please stop crying?
The killer probably
not
planned
helpful.
to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Yep.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
Makes sense.
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Agreed.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
Very much so.
The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
Charming.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
Yeah, okay.
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
Yeah.
And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Okay.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone. Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other.
Well, there's a difference between believing someone and suspecting their testimony to be largely accurate.
Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork!
Monami, please shut up.
Hey! What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want!
Yeah, he's bored.
Hey! Whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. So unless we reveal who amongst us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. We're about to get a save point, aren't we? Trial suspended. Savey. Oh, for God's sake.
Well now,
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? Oh, if I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't! That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... Nah, you can't! Everyone please close your eyes and cover your ears.
correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Yeah, might as well. Here we go again.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
God, you're annoying.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
That's how this works.
Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
See, I'm a cynical prick, so I'm perfectly happy to believe it.
Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
Correct.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
I don't think they ever left. I think they were in the bathroom
They
the whole
wouldn't
time.
have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
It's got to be something to do with the window. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? Well, if so, we prepare the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal and the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the Control key. Press the right mouse button to brake, the left to jump. Oh, God. Various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach your goal. Fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions. And to split into different paths, please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times once a course. Be careful. Good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Okay. She's right. Maybe a very important problem. The killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house. Then when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Logic dive. Okay. Oh god, is he doing this on a bloody skateboard? Alright, speed up. Why not talk much? I'm busy. Okay, question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before. Yup. Okay. Question 2. No? That is question 2. Okay. So it would be. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? That's got to be after, surely. Yeah. Avoid the obstacles. Okay, question 3. Where was the killer hiding while she was unconscious? On the beach, probably, which I need to actually make a bloody decision on that. No, the beach house, okay. Okay, so, somewhere in the beach house, but where? Inside one of the surfboard cases? Okay.
It's all coming together!
That seems very straightforward.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer, by any means. Place where they were hiding. The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... Okay... Surely it's gotta be in the cupboard as well. Yeah.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
Exactly.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. Can only think of one place. They were hiding.
Here!
There. Yeah, surfboard box.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
Yep.
Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think. Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yep.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
Yep.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
Unfortunately, he's actually useful.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko
He's
by
a tool,
herself
but he is
if they
good
were
for bouncing
trying to
ideas
frame
off
her.
of.
If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house.
They then have to have got
watching
out through the
Hiyoko.
window, but the question is who and how? Who would actually be able to get up there? The only one I can think of who would be physically capable of that is Akane, ultimate gymnast, but...
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
that doesn't make sense.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
Very left field. Good answer.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when
Yep.
3 or more people discover a
I
body,
noticed that.
right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
Yep.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but... depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
True.
Flexibility, huh?
Which means he's bending his own damn rules.
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Interesting.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the
Very,
surfboard
very
place,
interesting. So, that
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further,
oh boy, he's broken
there's
out the dark
something
days
we
of
have to
destruction.
make
We're all in
clear.
trouble now.
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far,
Would you
I'm sure you
shut
can
the
discover
hell
that
up,
answer
dude?
too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Final feature in the non-stop debates. There's now able to use the truth flashback. Oh, for God's sake. You hold down the left mouse button and the shape of the reticle will change. Aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear. Yes, I know. Right, okay. Won't be able to agree with anyone, okay. Only effective when refuting points. Good luck and have fun, okay. So what do we got? Come on, let's hear the argument.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Not easy to do.
They
Shower's
couldn't use the
broken.
shower, right? So washing it off would have been
Could have gone for a
impossible.
swim.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
Possible.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
No.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Agreed.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
There we have it.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something that was used to wash off the blood. See? No, if they walked towards the beach. Okay. Killer washed off the blood, they would have done it inside. So we think it was the drinks?
I see!
Is that why they were all missing?
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh boy. Great, we've got to do a sword-based
Really?
battle against the flaming
That's
swordswoman.
impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
All the drinks in the fridge were the unhealthy ones, lots of sugars. I assume it's probably the trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach. However, try thinking one bottle it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Damn it. Still, I've not got... Oh, good lord, I had no idea what button I was pressing there.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Hello.
Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Yep. Okay. But we'll point out to our how at the beginning of the next part. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.